Revenge of the Sith. That's right, we are at the end of my prequel series of reviews. I'm going to, as I've been saying, I'm kind of doing every Star Wars movie. I actually do plan to do the Obi-Wan series next, and then we'll do Force Awakens next week. I'm kind of doing them in theatrical order, but because that's how I watch the movies, anyways. I watch them in theatrical order. It gets a little messy with like Solo and Rogue One. I kind of just choose to watch those whenever, but when I'm watching like the main, like Skywalker saga, I watch them in production order and release order. Um, this movie really is interesting for me because I've never been a big fan of Revenge of the Sith. Like some people, it's not like I ever hated it or anything. I just did not have the nostalgia some people do because I wasn't allowed to watch this one because my dad thought that, Anakin killing younglings was a little much, even though it's so stupid in this movie. Let's be real. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? And then, it's like, it's all off camera, buddy. I don't know what he was so worked up about, but I guess he thought that was a bit much. This is the first ever Star Wars movie rated PG-13. So he thought it was a bit much, and he wouldn't let me watch it. I'm like, okay, sure, buddy. But, he decided so I couldn't watch it. So it took a long time for me to watch this. And by the time I watched it, like, it was good, but it didn't really matter too much to me. Um, what? But then something strange happened. They re-released Revenge of the Sith. Was it last year or like a year before? I forget. They released it back in theaters. Was the point, and I was like, "Holy shit! This movie's actually improved with time," which is very odd to say because there are things that obviously have gotten worse with time, like the effects in these movies definitely have gotten worse. Some of the dialogue and stuff and everything have gotten a lot worse with age. But what I think really helps this movie is, hey, I've seen the Clone Wars show. I see where Anakin's turn to the dark side goes, and see that it wasn't just hints. It was like there was a lot more to it that show really offered. I think this movie suffers without that show. However, I do think it's actually a pretty engaging movie. It's really well paced. Um, in terms of keeping you engaged. Not well paced in terms of like Anakin's far to the dark side because it is rushed in this movie. Like I understand why he fell to the dark side. It just felt like there wasn't enough pushing him. Like there needed to be more things that were building his distrust in the Jedi. But it works well enough for the movie, and I actually do feel sad when Anakin and Obi-Wan fight because I've seen their relationship in the Clone Wars and what that means. I also think this movie has the best score. Also, the best performances out of the prequel. It felt like everybody kind of understood what they were going for. And I also felt like this was the one George Lucas wanted to make. And he fixed a lot, and he was working to fix little issues. Like the opening of this movie, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting in the air, and, they kill Count Dooku, like that whole sequence. Really, you felt their camaraderie, and that they were actually, like, people who had been doing this a while. Where before, not so much. So I really like this movie. Is it perfect? Not really. I mean, like you said, the dialogue, CGI, it's still a prequel movie. It still has all the same problems. But I think here they're less egregious because I'm just engaged in all of it for me. And I think that's, you know, it really is an engaging movie. I'm never bored. I'm always invested in the conflicts. And I think this is a good movie. And it's my favorite of the prequels, like it is for most people. This is the one that people point to when they're like, no, the prequels were good. Let's not kid ourselves. This is still not a good movie. It is a very much improved movie with the potential of being a great one, but it's flawed because the other movies were flawed for the same exact reasons. Just this one actually had a better plot that was easier to follow and understand. Like, you understand why Anakin falls to the dark side. You understand all this stuff. Like, I don't understand what the plot of Attack of the Clones was. I don't understand what the plot of Phantom Menace was, but I absolutely understand what the plot of Revenge of the Sith is. So, yeah. Also, I will say, I like the way that they set up A New Hope in parts, in some ways, but also I'm like, did I need everything that neatly explained? Didn't really need all of that neatly explained, but it's okay. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.